I think we're all quite excited that it could be the so-called flood tunnel booby trap system. Of course, we're going to investigate.
There's definitely a void below these rocks.
It lines up exactly with the anomaly, so it is the anomaly.
The Oak Island treasure has finally been found. Gold was discovered at Smith's Cove, and it was far more than anyone had expected. Rick and Marty Lagina were amazed when they saw actual traces of gold in the water. That moment brought a surge of excitement and renewed hope to their years-long search. But just as they began to celebrate, the team made another surprising discovery, an old, handmade wooden ladder. It was leading straight down into a dark, water-filled tunnel. The immediate question hit everyone at once. Who had been down there before them? The presence of gold in the water wasn't just thrilling, it lit a fire in the team's hearts. It was a signal that more treasure could be hidden deep within Oak Island. The search zone grew wider. The brothers even started to wonder if gold might be buried beneath the forested areas of the island. With every passing day, it felt like they were closer than ever to solving the mystery that had baffled generations. But the next discovery wasn't gold. It was something darker, something potentially dangerous. As the team pushed forward, they followed the old ladder into the water-filled tunnel. Was this structure part of a treasure hunter's failed attempt from the past? Or could it be something else, something linked to the island's famous curse? Local legends had long warned of a terrible price, that one more person had to die before the treasure could finally be revealed. Despite these chilling stories, the team pressed on. They wouldn't let fear stop them now, not when they were so close. One team member, Paul, could barely contain his excitement as the search entered its next phase. Marty, always thinking 2 steps ahead, asked the crew if they were ready to bring in the drilling rig. With a loud and confident yes, the team prepared to face whatever lay beneath the surface. Their focus now shifted to a specific spot, chosen by experts Dr. Spooner and Dr. Michelle. After testing the island's water, they identified a key location west of the garden shaft. They nicknamed it the Blob. The data suggested that this could be the place where treasure had been hidden all along. They narrowed it down even further, jokingly calling the new target area the Baby Blob. With a detailed map and focused determination, the team believed that a tunnel, 95 feet below the ground, might lead directly to treasure. It was time to drill. As the rig prepared to dig into borehole DN 11.5, the crew's energy was electric. Could this finally be it? Charles Barkhouse, Oak Island's historian, led the drilling operation, while Marty went to inspect the garden shaft. The old shaft had recently seen great progress. Tons of water and dirt had been removed, and the tunnel was now halfway cleared to reach a depth of 80 feet. Marty's descent into the garden shaft led to a discovery that left the entire team speechless. There it was again. Another handmade ladder, carved long ago and perfectly preserved. For Marty, it was clear someone had been here before, possibly centuries earlier, and they were likely searching for the same treasure. The team began to wonder, was this ladder just a tool, or was it a clue? Could it be connected to whoever hid the treasure they were now chasing? So, before we dive any deeper into this incredible mystery, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. It really helps us keep exploring and bringing you more amazing stories. Back at borehole DN 11.5, the drilling continued. The team had reached between 78 and 88 feet, almost at the predicted depth. Suddenly, a loud grinding noise echoed from the rig. The operator halted the drill and measured the depth. They had hit an open space, about 1.5 feet wide, 90 feet underground. Terry, the geologist, waited anxiously to hear the verdict. Was it a tunnel, a cave, some kind of chamber? The operator confirmed it. They had broken through into a void. Charles immediately contacted Rick and Marty with the news. Rick wasted no time. He rushed to the scene, his mind racing with possibilities. When he arrived, the drill operator explained everything. They had pierced through something solid, into something mysterious. Was this the tunnel they had theorized about for years? Did it connect to the other boreholes they'd drilled nearby? To find out, Marty ordered a core sample to be brought up from the void. Everyone gathered around, holding their breath. They had waited years for a moment like this. And now, with a single drill and a single sample, they might be standing on the edge of Oak Island's greatest secret. When it was opened, they found chunks of wood. At first glance, it looked ordinary. But could this wood have once belonged to an ancient treasure chest, possibly used to hide gold centuries ago? That question echoed through the team's minds. Terry quickly sent the sample to be tested. Everyone waited with bated breath. Then, the results came in, and they were incredible. At the Oak Island Interpretive Center, the team gathered to hear from metal archaeologist Emma Culligan. Emma explained that the wood sample contained a surprising amount of gold. It wasn't just theory anymore. They were digging in the right place. This discovery lit a spark of fresh energy across the entire crew. For the first time in a long time, the mystery felt within reach. Work resumed at the garden shaft. With new momentum, they launched a plan to drill 12 more boreholes in the area. They were hoping to find more than just signs. They were chasing solid proof. Tunnels, hidden chambers, or even ancient artifacts left behind by the island's earliest visitors. Meanwhile, Rick Lagina and Peter Romke took a detour to explore Lot 26. There, tucked in the brush, they uncovered something odd, an old stone wall. But this wasn't any regular wall. The way it was constructed hinted at something significant, something possibly connected to the treasure puzzle. As digging continued, the team also started uncovering the forgotten history of Oak Island. One key figure stood out: Fred Nolan, a legendary surveyor who had spent decades studying the island. His maps and fieldwork had pointed to strange stone formations all over the land. Fred's son, Tom Nolan, joined the team and shared some of his father's old notes. Among them was a map to a mysterious well filled with broken pottery, completely out of place. What was it used for? Why was it hidden? Tom also presented something even stranger: sketches of a geometric stone layout called the quadrilateral. The structure didn't look natural at all. Was it a marker, a code, a clue pointing to a deeper secret? The more the team uncovered, the deeper the mystery became. But Oak Island's history isn't just about discovery. It's also about danger. In 1861, something terrifying happened. Tangible, golden. But with every step forward, a haunting legend follows. The curse. It's said that 7 must die before the treasure reveals itself. So far, 6 lives have already been lost in the island's long and dangerous history. Now, as the Lagina brothers dig deeper than ever before, one question remains: will they finally uncover the truth, or will the island's curse strike once again? In the heart of the Yukon, Parker Schnabel risked everything, putting $15 million on the line for a frozen, untested claim. The goal? A staggering 5,000 ounces of gold. But as the icy weeks dragged on, failure loomed at every turn. His crew was on edge, their machines struggling, and Parker's dream teetered on the brink of collapse. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, they unearthed something extraordinary. A discovery that sparked headlines, stunned the mining world, and ignited fresh belief in the impossible. But fate is cruel. What began as triumph soon twisted into heartbreak, a painful reminder that in the world of gold, nothing comes easy, and on Oak Island, the stakes were even higher. When a new shaft was opened on Oak Island, the crew found chunks of wood buried deep within. Could these be the remains of an ancient treasure chest? Hopes soared. Terry, one of the team members, sent the wood off for analysis. Then, at the Oak Island Interpretive Center, archaeologist Emma Culligan delivered the shocking results. The wood contained traces of gold. This revelation shook the team to their core. It wasn't just gold, it was proof. Proof that they were digging in the right place. Re-energized, the crew pushed forward at the garden shaft, planning 12 new boreholes, each one a new chance to strike history. Meanwhile, on Lot 26, Rick Lagina and Peter Romke stumbled upon an old stone wall. Not just any wall, but one that seemed deliberately constructed. Another piece of the Oak Island puzzle? The clues kept coming. Tom Nolan, son of the late Fred Nolan, brought forward his father's notes and sketches. One discovery stood out. A mysterious stone structure they called the quadrilateral. It didn't look natural. It looked placed. Could it be linked to a treasure buried long ago? The mystery only deepened. In 1861, the infamous Money Pit collapsed. All supporting timbers vanished. Theories ran wild. Some claimed it was the work of ancient warriors protecting something sacred. Others believed the island had been cursed. Rick and Marty Lagina, through their series, The Curse of Oak Island, vowed to find the truth. They've found traces of gold, centuries-old coins and artifacts, but not yet the grand treasure. And then came the lead cross, buried and forgotten, but unmistakably old. Some believe it was linked to the Knights Templar, a secretive Christian order rumored to have hidden their greatest treasures, gold, the Holy Grail, even the Ark of the Covenant. Could Oak Island be their hiding place? The team kept digging. Every piece of gold, every ancient tool, every strange structure pushed them forward. Then they found something thrilling. Traces of gold in the island's water. It was as if the island itself was bleeding clues. They set their sights on the baby blob, a potential hotspot where the treasure could lie. But danger lingered. Legend says 7 people must die before the treasure can be found. 6 lives have already been lost. Could the next dig be their last? As they searched deeper into the earth and history itself, the island revealed more of its secrets. A lost tunnel, once documented, now vanished, sent them digging in new locations. Boreholes 8.5 and 13.5 showed a 10-foot empty space underground. Hope surged, and within that space, a cross, buried, ancient, powerful. Theories swirled. Was this near the legendary garden shaft? Was this where the Knights Templar buried their secrets? Every artifact found became a message from the past. Every clue, the samples hinted at something unusual, something buried deep within the island's heart. To take the next step safely, the team brought in the Duma Mining Company. This experienced group would help them dig with greater precision and stabilize the area. Almost immediately, something even more remarkable was discovered. Water was pouring into the shafts from the inland side of the island. This wasn't just random flooding. It could mean the team was closing in on the famous booby-trapped flood tunnels, long believed to guard Oak Island's buried secrets. The crew didn't waste time. They made a bold decision: reinforce the shafts with concrete to block the water flow and secure the dig site. It would take time, months, maybe more, but it was their best chance to go deeper than ever before. The waiting was agonizing, but their hope never wavered. They believed they were on the verge of something historic. As the renovations progressed, anticipation surged through the team. The Duma experts suggested that the wooden structures they were seeing might be original, part of the centuries-old tunnel systems built to hide or protect something of incredible value. This raised a thrilling question. Could the treasure finally be within reach? The focus soon returned to one of the island's most mysterious places, the Garden Shaft. Believed by some to be a central piece of the island's secretive architecture, the shaft might even connect to the original money pit, the most legendary and elusive treasure site on the island. If true, the discovery could rewrite the history of Oak Island forever. But the search was about more than just gold and jewels. Every artifact, every wooden beam, every ancient nail brought with it a piece of history. These were clues to a much larger mystery. Who built these tunnels? What were they trying to protect? And why go to such extreme lengths? Some believe the answer lies with the Knights Templar, a medieval order of warrior monks said to have possessed great treasures and sacred relics. According to legend, they may have buried their riches on Oak Island. If true, the island could be hiding more than just material wealth. It could be the final resting place of relics, like the Holy Grail or even the Ark of the Covenant. As the team continues to dig, they do so with a sense of purpose and respect. They're not just explorers, they're historians uncovering the past. Each find brings them closer to a story that's waited over 2 centuries to be told. Will they finally uncover Oak Island's deepest secrets, or will the island continue to guard them for another generation? One thing's certain, they're not giving up.